What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Back at it again with another banger for you, my people. Today, we gotta talk about the rise and I just think, increase in playing time for the backup point guard for South Carolina, rising sophomore Maddy Mcdaniel. Let's break it down. With no further ado, y'all kick back, relax, and take a ride with
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
This clip right here pretty much sums up how Don Staley and this staff feel about Maddy McDaniel and her potential and capabilities.
I love great point guard play. Oh, I love great point guard play. Like Maddy is as solid can be. She is running our basketball team. She is picking and choosing opportunities to score. She's facilitating. She's defending. She's gaining more and more confidence. So if she continues to play like this, we're going to continue to find time for her. So I can't. I'm overjoyed. I'm overjoyed with her play because she's solid. Because she hasn't had a whole lot of practice time. Like she just started practicing, probably 2 weeks ago on a day-to-day basis. So we really haven't seen her and the things that she could do. I know what she did while we recruited her, and it's even better. It's even better.
They love Maddy, man. And I know last season, 3.1 points, zero point 0.8 rebounds, 1.7 assists, only playing 11 minutes per game behind Tahina Pow as well as Raven Johnson isn't going to blow you away. But when she did see an uptick in minutes, she looked trustworthy with this offense. You're talking about a player that can score at all three levels, is almost dang near impossible to stay in front of. I want to see her finish a few more of those layups, but she can get to the cup. She can get those paint touches at will. And with Tahina Pow out now in the WBA, I think this is just the perfect opportunity for her to see. I'm thinking at least about 20 minutes of playing time. Like I think it's gonna almost double for this season because Don Staley doesn't trust a lot of freshmen, especially point guards, this early in their careers. Raven Johnson was one who's still on this roster. With her coming back, it put Maddy back on the bench. Like, I honestly thought, in my opinion, that if Raven left, that Maddy McDaniel would go ahead and take over that starting point guard position. And they wanted to play her more. Don has went on a record and said that they wanted to play her more, but the backcourt was stiff last season. This year, you got Akot McCure, you got Nia Laston, you got McDowell coming in as well. Like, there's still a lot of talent. Tessa Johnson, of course, but as far as true point guards, there's really you could put McCure in there as well. She's a point guard as well, but there's going to be a learning curve. Maddy McDaniel can run this team right now, and they trust her. She's earned Don Staley's trust with her ability to read the offense, read the floor, make decisions, doesn't force the issue, plays high IQ, controlled basketball. You can give her the keys to this offense and trust that it's going to be in good hands and she's not going to crash the Rari. I do want to see improved three-point shooting because they're going to need floor spacing this year. That definitely, if there is a weakness, which every team has weaknesses, that's one of the weaknesses that South Carolina has on paper right now. Tessa Johnson really is the only established three-point sniper. Laston not really known to be a sniper. She can hit the three. McDowell can hit the three. But as far as just being a reliable sniper from deep, it's really Tessa Johnson. Now, Maddy McDaniel has that capability. She's going to get more shot opportunities, more responsibilities. When Raven comes off, she's going to be one of the first players off the bench every game. We may even see her get a couple starts in there potentially, depending on how the roster shakes out, depending on, playing time, depending on injuries, depending on, God forbid, whatever happens. We could see her start in a few games this year as well, depending on situational matchups, man. Her defensively as well at 5'8", 5'9", Mighty Mouse. She is a dog on the defensive end. She creates pure havoc on the defensive end. Quick hands, great lateral movement, good length for her size, moves her hips well, gets up and down the court really, really quick defensively, active hands, pressures the basketball, makes players uncomfortable. We really saw some flashes where she had a couple of double-digit scoring games when she saw an uptick in playing time. We saw that teams really in the tournament even didn't have an answer for her. She was getting to the cup at will, even against UConn. Like she was getting to the cup, not finishing layups. Even with UCLA, not finishing as many layups as she could have. And I do want to see that part of her game improve, just finishing, which I think it will. She was a freshman. Give her some grace. But her taking contact, her being able to finish over lengthier defenders is the next step. Her knocking down consistent three balls is the next step. Her continuing to operate in the pick and roll is the next step. And the more reps she gets, the more comfortable she gets. So I think she's going to be a dynamic talent. She's next up to be that next really, really good point guard in South Carolina. Just program history, I think, in my opinion, moving next season when she takes over the starting job. She's Dawn's type of point guard, though. I really, truly believe Dawn Staley sees a lot of herself in Maddy McDaniel with the ball handling, with the speed, with the size, with the heart, with the competitive edge. We just see all of that make a good point guard, a leader, someone that's vocal, someone that's going to talk on both sides of the basketball, someone that's going to lead by example, somebody that's going to make the right basketball play and not force the issue, someone that's going to play selfless basketball and look to push the pace, someone that sees the floor, keeps their heads up, and on the break in transition is looking to advance the basketball, which I think both her and Raven Johnson do a really good job of. But Maddy McDaniel could be relied upon to be in a crucial role this season. I absolutely think she's a player that's going to see an expanded role, that's going to see more minutes, and that's going to deliver with those minutes. If she can knock down three and create floor spacing, it's going to be impossible to keep her off the floor because the defense is there, the playmaking is there, her ability to just take whatever the defense gives, put pressure on them in the paint, put pressure on them in transition, put pressure on opposing guards for 94 feet coming up the court. It's going to be very, very difficult to keep Maddy McDaniel off the court this season. And I'm excited. I think she takes that next step, man. I think she's going to embrace the expanded role. I think that she's going to embrace more minutes, more responsibility, and I think she's going to flourish. I think she's the point guard that is made for this system, and I think it's a good thing that she gets to learn under Raven for a year. This is her first full, healthy off season at South Carolina so far this year as well, not fighting any injuries, getting that whole entire time with this team, whole entire time to be healthy, to really just go 100% in this offseason. And I just expect a big season. I know out of that class, like Joyce Edwards gets a lot of the headlines and deservingly so. She's a sophomore that I think is going to take a major leap to lead this team in scoring, be that top post threat, continue to work on the mid-range game and get her shots off the dribble, work on those perimeter skills. But do not sleep on Maddy McDaniel, man. Mighty Mouse is a player. She's a gamer. She's a competitor. And I think she is absolutely someone to watch as a breakout sophomore on this roster. Give her the keys to the offense, and she will make it go. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, man. Holler at me. Talk to me. Let me know y'all's predictions. What do y'all see the stat line? I definitely think the scoring, the assists. I would not be shocked if Maddy McDaniel leads his team in assists. I'm gonna just go ahead. That's my hot take right there for that. I would not be surprised if she leads his team in assists. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about Maddy McDaniel, this team moving forward, and any other hot takes that y'all got, man. Talk to me. That is a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. This is the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Until next time, my people, we out.